21 years after Versailles, something genuinely extraordinary happened. The United States, at the absolute peak of power from the Second World War, looked at the rubble of Europe, including the rubble of its defeated enemies, and made a decision that the deserving logic of every preceding civilization would have called irrational. It chose to rebuild those nations. Was it a transaction? Yeah, but not as a debt-required repayment on American terms, but more as a gift. It offered it to nations that had not earned it by the logic of the preceding arithmetic. In 1947, George Marshall stood before Congress and made the case. The political resistance was fierce. The deserving logic of the moment said Europe had made its own catastrophe. George Marshall held a different frame. He understood, with a precision that was more psychological than economic, that conditional acceptance applied to nations produces the same result it produces in people. It produces performative compliance, the kind of stability that actually lasts exactly as long as the threat is enforced. We've seen that in modern warfare. And that genuine stability, the kind that compounds across decades, requires something any accounting ledger just can't produce. It was in many ways the brand transformation of the United States. It was called the Marshall Plan. The Marshall Plan gave nations that were once enemies the experience of being wanted for more than their usefulness. The Marshall Plan cost America approximately $13 billion between 1948 and 1952. However, the return on investment was the 70 years of relative Western stability that followed on a closing of a deserving ledger and the choosing of something closer to belonging.